pretty boy.
Who said that?
Troy.
He's looking at that camera. He wants one of the three.
Are we live?
We are live.
Okay.
On
So,
Troy, live.
listen, this is Smoke and Mirrors back at y'all again. In the 2024 year, you know what I'm saying? We got three kings here. Got Jay Lee,
What's good? What's good?
Detroit,
What up, though?
and yours truly, B-More.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know last time we had little technical difficulties when it comes to the sound, but I hope y'all can hear us better. Please chime in and let us know how we sound to y'all. Make sure that it's good. Make sure the lighting's good. It looks like it's way better. What y'all think?
Y'all can see a dark skinned brother.
Yeah.
You can see us.
Yeah, man.
You can hear us. Hopefully, if y'all can hear us, let us know.
Let us know. Give us a thumb up.
If we
Give us a thunder clap.
Yeah,
Give us a clap or something.
Make it clap.
Make it clap.
Oh shoot, man, I went to a whole nother level. That quick. Goddamn.
Hey, that's what we do.
That's what we do, man. Smoke this.
Right? Smoking this.
Uncut, though.
Uncut.
Uncut.
Which means that we deal with all things, all situations, and any drama that you think is unworthy of talking about,
Yeah,
we can bring up basically.
Yeah, that's what we do.
that's what we do.
And we'll give our little opinion on it and see how y'all feel about it.
Appreciate you, Drew. Drew said he gave us a thumbs up. He can hear us loud and clear.
Thanks,
Good,
my guy.
good.
Thanks, my
That's
guy.
what's up.
Good to see you in the building once again.
That's what's up.
For sure.
We're still at.
Yeah.
What's
Dito,
that?
where you at, man?
Did y'all text him?
Where you at,
You
man?
know, he might be somewhere.
We're deepy.
Text him. Let
You
him
always
know
get
what's
the
going on.
notifications.
He was mad he missed us last time.
Oh, did he miss us last time?
Yeah, he missed us.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Somebody.
I think he chimed in like towards the end of it.
I thought he came in a little earlier, but
Maybe.
either way, he did come in eventually.
He always comes through.
But either way, what's going on with y'all kings, man? What's up, man? What's the latest on everything in your life,
Hold up.
just what you think
Hold up.
about? What's up?
You got something. You got a story to tell.
You got a story to tell, man.
You got new family.
You got new family, man. Your family's growing,
I
man.
really didn't want to roll that out
Okay,
yet,
then we can wait on that. We can wait on that.
but I will say this. Outside of everything else, I found out that I have a brother that I never knew of. He's actually older than me, and I'm in my 40s. So I'm just finding out about this.
That's what's up.
It is confirmed, and I am excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there is some a little bit of I'm looking for the word disappointment in the fact that I wasn't able to have this person and their family in my life for as long as I have been alive. But I'm not going to dwell on the past. I'm not going to dwell on the negative, is what I'll say. I'm not going to dwell on the negative. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move forward from here. It is what it is. But what I will say is I've been affected by family secrets maybe at least 2 times. And that might not sound like a lot, but it kind of is.
Yeah.
So I say, regardless of how you feel or what you think people are going to feel about you when you reveal a family secret, I think you should actually like talk about it, like real thing, like serious stuff. Like we ain't talking about no like nothing stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But something really that can change somebody's life. You know what I mean? Like finding out that you didn't like you have a sibling and you never knew your whole life is pretty big.
And the thing is, like, that's like some real life movie, TV type shit. You know what I'm saying? Where, and it's actually happened to someone that I actually know. And I'm excited about the prospect of what can go forward with you and your newfound family. You know what I mean? Now you have nieces and nephews now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
like you said, like we're not gonna fall back and think about
The negative.
the negative.
Nope.
We're going forward. We're going with the positive
Yep. Most
because
definitely.
we only got one life, so we're gonna think about the positive of this whole
One life
situation.
to live.
That's it, man.
That's
And
for sure.
and when you told me, man, I was probably more excited than anything, man. Because to
That's
get
what's
that
up.
news, because I knew, it was a borderline thing if you could have extra family now. And the fact that you do and it's real,
Mhm.
yo, that's the dopest thing ever, man.
It is dope. I'm taking it one day at a time.
Even though you're
because-
still the shortest though.
Yeah. My
Yo,
daughter
his
hit
new
me up.
family is big as hell. I'm just saying.
Oh shoot! My oldest daughter hit me up and was like, "Oh, you still the baby dad?" And then I told her, I said, "I'm still the shortest too." So it's definitely a plus. Shout out to my big bro Maurice,
Shoot.
his wife Erica, and my nieces and nephew. I won't put their names on here simply because they're just young.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty dope because my other older brother, from my mom's side, does not have any children. So I always thought I would be a dope uncle. So I'm trying to be that as best as I can. Um, and that's that.
Bro, you're gonna be great, man.
I appreciate it.
You're gonna be great. You're already a great dude, so they're gaining they don't even realize what they're gaining. They're gaining so much by having you and your significant other and your kids join. You know what I mean? Like they're gaining so much. I can't wait for the union, man. You got to film it up, man. So you know what I mean? So we see all that.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
dope. I appreciate it.
So
Yeah,
I'm
man.
seeing where people are saying they can barely hear us. I don't know what to do right now, but we just gonna keep going.
Yeah, we're gonna wait. We'll keep going.
We'll just keep going.
Oh shoot, they can barely hear us.
That's what I'm hearing. I don't know. Stizzle, can you hear us?
Stiz, can you hear us, man?
Yeah, but
Should be able
It's
to hear
loud
us.
Oh,
over here.
it sounds really loud on
It
my end.
sounds.
So
He
it's
says
something
more
we gotta
volume,
figure
but
out with
What about it?
the technicalities. You know, I don't know what to do
No.
right now.
you gotta turn up your phones or turn your laptop.
I'm pretty
make
sure they probably got them at whatever they usually at.
Yeah, yeah. So
Hmm.
we,
But you see the mics here, so we trying. We gonna get it together.
yeah, yeah. We're trying to figure this out right now. So
No, it sounds good though. I don't know.
I'm hearing it.
Yeah, I'm hearing it off
from
the-
Bo's phone,
It's, we can hear it from there.
and it's way across the room. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
So I mean, by all means, still let us know if the volume you feel is not good or it is good. Please let us know. That's fine because again, we're still this is a new spot. Working with not necessarily new equipment, but new equipment at the same time. So any feedback will definitely help us to make our podcast better. So we appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yep.
we appreciate y'all telling us.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep. Sure.
It's actually too loud right now in my ear. Like it's ridiculous. I'm gonna have to turn it down.
That's
I don't know what's going on.
Bro, when you took it off, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a crazy transition. Did it get louder with your phone, Bo, or no? It's about the same, right?
That's about the same. But I can hear it.
My cousin Brandon said he needs some subtitles. I don't like him right now.
Subtitles?
Subtitles.
Subtitles.
True says he hears popping. And wow, Reed's saying that she can still barely hear us. I don't know what the problem is right now, but we're trying to figure it out. But there's nothing I can figure out like right now. So, yeah, yeah.
You can't hear us. That's everything.
Yeah, so if you watched our last podcast, is it lower or is it about the same? Like I don't know. Y'all let us know. But anyway, yeah, we might need subtitles now. Anybody know sign language?
Yeah. I don't know if B Lee can read that fast though. B, can you read that fast? Hit me up.
He didn't even hear you say that.
Yeah, I know, right? Probably didn't hear.
Mm.
That's crazy though.
because the mic
That's
check,
crazy.
the sound check was good, everything was
Yeah,
good.
right?
She said last podcast was better volume, so we actually have mic.
Did you turn it down or turn it up?
Nah, everything's maxed out right now.
I got subtitles on my phone.
Huh?
I got the subtitles on my phone.
You got subtitles on your phone? Bo's watching on Facebook and he has the subtitles
mayor.
on his phone.
The mayor.
The mayor. Yeah. What's wrong?
Come on, man.
What's up?
Let's get the names together,
Let's
man.
get it together.
What's
You always with the government stuff, man. Like last time was this guy over there in the green hat. We both got green hats.
Aloysius.
Today's you. Get it together, man.
What's the next topic? So
I don't know. You tell me. What we got in store for tonight? What we got in store? Let's hope y'all hear us. What we got in store for tonight?
just stick with us. Hopefully, I mean, just put your ear to the phone like this.
Put the earbuds in.
I don't know. I'm trying. Technology.
And we don't have a technician, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, the technician's sitting in the middle. That's our
I know.
that's our tech.
I know.
He's smart though. Don't get it twisted. This guy,
we
this
gonna
guy,
figure it out.
yo, this guy was about to make a whole cord, like 15 minutes ago, like a cord, not like make a sandwich. He was about to go to his truck and make a cord
Yeah.
to plug into something. Like who does that?
Yeah.
But this guy. So
Me.
he'll figure it out. He'll figure out the tech and stuff, and we'll get it right.
Yeah.
I hope
Because
you
before
hear
we
that.
started, the mics
Miss
were
Nicole for
great,
two
so I don't
Ks.
know why the mics are supposedly low. So.
All right. So
It is Mrs.
I'm gonna put the next topic up real quick, and then turn this volume down in my ear right now because it's killing me right now. Hold
What
on
we
a second.
talking about first? What is it? High controversy, low controversy,
Mid.
what we talking about?
Just mid. Just mid. Just
I'm
mid.
talking about Usher.
It's just
Usher?
Usher.
Ursa.
Usher?
Ursa, baby.
Yeah.
What about him? What about Usher?
Mr. Steal Your Girl, huh?
Mr. Still Your Girl. My
Yeah.
boy been my boy been damaging families for the last year and a half.
Let me turn this down. Yeah, go ahead. It's killing my ears.
Give us a second. You see how loud that sounds? But the headphones not on?
Yeah.
Like,
It's loud. All right. So I'm back. So, yeah, we talking about Usher. Oh, Jessica said don't do it. We doing it.
We doing it.
We doing it.
don't do what? Oh,
Jay
talk
Reed.
about it?
Jay Reed, we doing it.
Oh, don't forget, Deep Thought said, speak with your chest. So
I'm
say
always
with your
speaking with my
so
chest.
everybody can hear it. So we're gonna talk a little louder.
Oh, okay.
I'm always
Is this
speaking with my
better?
chest.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Is this
No,
bad
let's
speaking
go.
with my chest?
In fact, I don't even need the headphones. It's so loud. So.
Put the damn headphones on the ground on the other counter and speak with your chest.
Yeah. Okay. So Still said that Usher smashed that in the past. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that. I just think that Usher is a molester.
Whoa.
Listen.
Whoa. How old
Explain
is she?
yourself, my guy.
Yeah, how old is she?
Explain
No,
yourself,
I'm
my
saying
guy.
like
Molester is a specific
It's a
term.
strong word.
no.
Yeah.
Molester. You don't gotta be. It don't have to be underage to molest somebody. You can molest a grown woman.
Really?
Yes.
But that's
He
at
said
that
better.
point
Might
is
have been the headphones.
I don't know.
Okay. We talk louder too. But yes, you can molest a grown woman. Like you can molest somebody. You
Teach
know?
me.
I'm not gonna teach you how to molest people.
No.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody
I know you
say
don't like.
that.
I know you don't like pauses, but pause.
Come on.
But nah.
Ain't nobody
But
say
listen, like
that. We ain't even on
if
that.
they got performances where he's touching, like he has a habit of touching and grabbing women and stuff
Mhm.
like that. You see what he did to Keke Palmer, grinding on a married woman.
Oh, she
I
wanted
don't
that
know
though.
if I ever even.
She
was
wanted
she
that.
married?
She was married at that time.
Was she married? I thought she
Keke
was just with the
Palmer
dude.
was married at that time. At least I
Damn,
thought
I
she was.
definitely didn't know
I think
that.
she just with the dude.
She was just with him?
Yeah.
Okay, but still, that's somebody's woman.
Yeah, somebody.
Yeah, ain't
So-
gonna Jason trying to fucking push the narrative to some other shit. She was married.
Miss J said blasphemy.
What's up, Miss J? What up?
Yo,
But I bet
Yo,
Miss J.
we need you in
So
here, girl. We need you in here.
Usher, came
do
behind
deserve
you
that.
in some skates and just put his arm around your waist. What you doing, Miss J? What you doing?
B. Lee said she wanted it, and her smile said it all. Like, yeah, she was
Yeah, we talked about that. We gonna talk
Now
about
see,
it.
that's another one.
Deep Thought
Yeah,
said.
that's
Yeah,
another one.
Deep Thought
about
said
it
he
more.
was way too comfortable in his
Oh,
embrace.
that's
We'll talk
another
about
one.
it more. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
another one.
About it.
Yo,
This is my
all we
best.
gotta get is Sam on here, and then we got
We got a trifecta. We got a trifecta to get Sam on this thing.
Seriously.
Yo.
She said melting right into it. Yeah, she was. She was. But listen,
She was.
I know people. I know me and B more talked about this, and he was talking about actors and this stuff like that, and I get all that. But they wasn't acting. They was two musicians, and we can be on stage and act like we're in love and all that stuff without actually touching and fondling each other.
Facts.
So I think that's crossing the line. I just personally think that it's crossing the line.
I already know you think that.
So question. So I'm gonna put you in that.
No,
position.
don't put me. No. You go that way first. Go that way first.
You don't have to come this way because I'm with you.
He went.
I'm
already
on the
know
other
you
side
will.
of the boat.
Already know you
I'm
will.
on the other
Alright.
side of the boat.
Yeah.
Rolling that shit.
Just letting y'all know,
Yeah.
right? Just letting y'all know. I already knew I was coming into this 2-on-1. And if y'all know anything about our podcast, y'all know that it's usually 2-on-1. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's the only way it could be, right? Anyway, let's just, you know what I mean? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know I have.
That's just what it's somewhere else. Let's come back.
Yeah.
Let's go.
What you mean? See,
Nah.
see,
Pause.
see, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Come
You
on back.
want some Mason? You want some Mason? What's the name joint, bro? You want me to pull up your lyrics that you put in your last rap song? You want me to pull them shits up? Come on. All right, so anyway, basically,
Typical work husband.
basically, I knew that I was going to be the alternate in this because I just think differently about certain things, and that's just me. I won't put that towards every man or whatever, but I don't think it was that big a deal. Me personally, I think if you're secure in who you are in your relationship, that ain't shit. It's that there's performing, right? And then there's real life.
But there's also respect.
Where's that respect when you come to artists? Where's that respect when it comes to that?
All right,
When hold up.
Let him cook.
You know what I'm saying?
Let him simmer.
So when you get into acting, when you get into like I don't know whatever names you wanna pull up, right? And you get into certain scenes, right? They either have to do it or they don't do it, or they won't get the job or whatever the case may be. Now they can feel some type way about it, right? They can feel some type way about it, like, hey, this is acceptable or not acceptable, but this is this person's job, and if their job is to kiss somebody else, are you gonna be upset about that because they're an actor or a musician? Like in all actuality, he ain't really do nothing if you ask me. That's just my opinion though. My opinion. And I feel like a secure man wouldn't give a fuck. That shit wouldn't be nothing to them. That's just me. I know I'm different.
So you put this on security.
Most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Okay.
Because what did he actually do? Did he fuck her?
No.
Alright, did he rub his finger in between her legs? Did he grab her titty? Did he do any of that shit?
He probably would have if it was.
Did he do it? That's a yes or no answer, my nigga.
Oh my God. So
Whoa.
So Miss J agrees with you. Oh my God.
Whoa.
When does this happen? And also, Reed is surprised that she's on your side.
Agrees with me?
Whoa.
And Reed. Oh wow. What is going on? It's 2024. It's gonna snow again.
It's gonna snow again before the end of the winter.
Yeah.
It's gonna snow.
So I kind of like understand.
Appreciate you, Jay.
I kind of understand what you're saying to an extent as far as a level of security, a level of it. But I'm still on the respect level, and I feel like this. Okay, I'm gonna exclude you with this, but that's like me and B More. We cool, and I know Usher and her man is cool too. They gotta be cool. And I'm performing on stage with your girl. Okay, out of respect, a certain respect level, I'm not gonna do something like that.
It's a fact.
I'm just not gonna do something
That's
like that.
the
I don't
wife.
care. There's plenty of showmanship. I can sit there and dance and act like I'm in love, but there's a certain respect level that I gotta give to my man. So that's where I'm at. It's all about respect, and I don't feel like he had respect for him in their marriage.
I'm with you too. I told you I'm rolling the boat with you. This is all about the respect. This is not a side joint. This is not a run of the muck. This is the wife that's been there for about 10 plus years, maybe, right?
Yeah.
I understand Swiss might be secure in their relationship, and Alicia might be secure in a relationship, but oh no, it's about the respect of my boy.
Is that his boy? I kind of feel like y'all reaching.
I'm just
feel like y'all reaching.
We're just
We're not saying
saying
they're best friends.
we're not saying they're best friends, but I'm sure
This
they worked
is
together
boy?
before. I'm sure they
They
worked together
were
before, made money.
Work
together before, made money?
What the fuck we talking about here,
Have they-
bro?
do
Is
you
he
think
an
they-
associate
listen
or
to
is
me.
that his boy?
Do you think they worked together and made money before?
Do you think they know each other?
Do you think they know each other?
They know each other.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, all right,
They know each other.
That's my
That's
man.
it.
That's
So,
how we, is that how we talk? Is that how we talk? Yeah, that's my man's right there.
Huh? All right, no. What the fuck you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Niggas you know ain't your man's right there.
So you mean to tell me they haven't worked together and made money
That
together?
ain't what I'm saying. I ain't say that. I don't
That's
know.
what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
know.
I'm just
I don't
saying
know
out of
where they
respect.
been. I
Out
don't
of
know.
respect.
What
Out
I'm
of
saying
respect.
is,
Out
what I'm
of
saying is,
respect.
y'all niggas
Out
reaching
of
into some
respect.
shit y'all don't know.
We're talking about respect. That's what we're talking about.
All right, respect. All right, but respect depends on how close you are, correct? Or not?
I'm sure they're close enough.
Close enough.
I'm sure they're close
That's what
enough.
I'm saying. That's where the speculation is. That's where the speculation is.
I think you're going too far into it.
You just said, hold. How I'm going too far into it when you just said they boys. They hold hands in the fucking park.
I didn't
They
say
do
that.
all
I'm not saying
I'm
that.
sa-
I'm saying
basically that's what
no,
the fuck
no,
you
I didn't. I
saying.
didn't say
And
that.
I'm
Shit. I
saying,
didn't,
like,
it wasn't even basically.
All right, so what you
It wasn't
saying?
even basically.
Tell me what you saying.
All I'm
Be
saying
clear.
is these dudes made money together. I'm sure they have.
But you don't know for a fact.
I'm sure he's made beats for Usher. I'm sure he's made music for Lee. I'm sure they have some
But
type
you
of
don't know for a
interconnection.
fact.
I'm sure there is some type of interconnection.
Forget all
I'm
that.
sure that.
You
Forget
know
all
what?
that. Do he know
I'm
he married?
sure-
Does he know she married?
So therefore, he knows she is a married
He
woman,
knows
right?
she's a married woman.
I'm not grinding on nobody's
Bro,
married woman
y'all,
like
y'all,
that.
Y'all not
Out
trying
of
to go
respect.
here.
Eliminate all that.
Y'all not trying to go here, bro.
Go
Y'all not
where?
trying to go
Where we
here,
going?
bro.
Where we going?
Married? What the fuck that mean? What the fuck that mean? She ain't married to me. She ain't married to my boy. You know how niggas is. Stop playing, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Unless you my ace.
That's what we talking about.
This is what we're talking about. You just said
proved
it.
our point.
You just
He
said it.
fucking disrespect her.
That's
He disrespected her.
that's
and,
my
and her
point.
husband.
Yo,
You said we don't. You just said you know how to do this. We don't care. Yes, you're right. He didn't care. He had no respect.
No
That's
respect
my
for the other
point.
man and his wife.
That's our point.
So why would you? All right. So you telling me that you got respect for the random man that you don't fucking know? Is that what you
That's
telling
not
me,
that's not a random thing right here though either.
bro?
This is not a random
Just
thing.
answer my question. Do
This
you? Just
This is
answer
not a
my
this
question.
is not a random thing
All
though.
right, he not gonna answer my question.
Of course not, because it's
All
not a
right,
random
okay.
thing.
What's the question? What's
This
the
is
question?
not a random
What's
thing.
the- What's the question?
Do you have respect for the random man that ain't your boy? Do you have respect for that nigga? Yes or no?
We're talking about in a relationship with his wife. Do we
This
know he
nigga-
has a wife,
He.
or just a man alone?
This is
Like,
a
what we
woman
talking
right
about?
here. This woman is married. Do you have respect for the motherfucker that she married to? Yes
I have
or
respect for
no?
the marriage. I have
You
respect for their
marriage.
union.
Do you have respect
For their
to-
union.
to-
Yes.
Okay. Bang. There you go.
Yes.
Classic.
And Miss-
There you go.
Miss J just
I
said
can
Usher's
respect
married
that.
Too. She
I
just
can
said
respect
Usher's
that.
married too.
Do you? You didn't answer the question. Do you have respect for the random nigga that you don't know that's married to the motherfucker? Do you have respect for him?
Yes.
Okay, cool, no problem. But what I will tell you is, most niggas don't. Y'all above average.
Okay.
Do y'all agree with that or
Okay,
don't?
okay.
Do you agree
That's
with that
fine.
or don't agree with that?
I agree
I agree
that
with
most
that.
dudes
Okay.
will
Most dudes
disrespect
don't
I
give
agree with
a
that.
fuck about your
married
ass.
I
woman
agree with
and
that.
another
I do
married
agree
man.
with that.
They will disrespect. You're right.
They
I
don't give
do-
a
I
fuck
do
about
agree with
that.
that.
Most guys
And
will.
guess what? It's not just the man. Most women don't give a fuck about a woman that they don't know about. They don't give a fuck.
Or they know about.
Or they know about.
Most
I
people-
agree
So
with
what we
that.
talking about?
most
But
people
that's
don't.
not what we're talking about right here.
That's kind of why
That's
we go
not
there.
what we're talking
What
about.
we talking about? What we talking about?
B. Lee said he's most niggas.
Yeah, Usher,
Hey,
Usher, Usher,
he definitely is.
Usher is
He
for
definitely
sure.
is. He definitely
Usher is
so,
for sure.
So what we talking about? If that's not what we talking about, what we talking about?
We talking
Because I'll
about,
address that.
about what? You gonna address what?
No, he said that's not what we're talking about. We
Oh, okay.
went there,
Yeah, we went
right?
there. We went
Because
there.
we're talking about
We all
how
on the-
close he is
we
to.
all on the same page right now. We all.
Okay.
We all. You just basically, in point blank said it was disrespectful, but who cares?
Who cares? He's one of those
Who cares?
disrespectful.
No, I
he's one of
actually
those dudes
didn't
that.
say
Yeah,
that.
that's kind of what you said though.
That's not what I
You're
said.
saying that he's one of those dudes that will
No,
step over
what
the
I
line
agreed
regardless.
You
was
said most
is
people don't respect other people's wives.
that is absolutely
So if
true.
you don't respect their wives, that means you disrespect their wives and their husbands. I
Yeah,
think so.
you're
If you're not
disrespecting union.
respecting, you're disrespecting. It's either one or the other.
Which
No, that's
which
not
one
true.
is it, my guy?
That's not true. So all right. If that is true, right? So everything is black and white. There is no gray.
In this situation, yeah. In this situation, there ain't no gray.
So
Where's the
I'm
gray?
not-
There's
Where's
no
the
gray in this situation.
Where's the
Where's the
gray?
gray?
You either
Where's the
respect
gray,
or you don't
Mr.
The
respect.
gray is right. There could be somebody that I'm not attracted to, but I don't give a fuck about their union. That's gray. That's gray. I ain't going towards them. That's gray.
That's green.
That's not. I mean, whatever you want to say it is.
Where's the gray in that?
The gray in that is I ain't trying to get at her. I ain't trying to do nothing to her. I ain't trying to do whatever. But I don't give a fuck whether somebody else do. Somebody else can come to me and be like, "Yo, I fuck such and such wife." Da da da. And I just be like, "Damn, that's crazy," and keep it moving.
Yeah.
That's great. To me,
Nah,
that's great to me. To me. I ain't saying to y'all, but that's great to me. I think life isn't just straight black and white.
Oh, for sure.
I think generally there's black, white, and gray. It's not just a yes and no to everything.
Yo, get your cut.
You know what I'm saying? So what I will say is this, right? I don't think Usher did anything absolutely crazy. That's just me though. That's just me.
Now we're
I ain't
not
talking
saying
to-
it was absolutely crazy. We just said that it
There's a
has
line.
to be
There's a
a little-
line that
no,
you
it was
can't cross.
disrespectful. We
There's a
just said
line
it
that
was
you shouldn't cross.
That's all we
Okay.
said.
This is what it was about.
So if it's not crazy, why did it have how many different people do you
Possibly.
think
So the mayor just said Usher's Coming Home debuts at #1 on the top album sales. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I listened to the album. It was garbage truck juice.
But
It
you
was
know
garbage.
what? But you know what?
The album
But you know what?
was
though?
garbage.
It's
What's
number
truck
uno.
that
number one.
juice that oozes out the bottom of the truck.
It's
Yeah.
number one though.
Yo, that album
Because
was
any
garbage.
news is good news.
That album was garbage.
Any news is good news.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if they're talking about you, then
I just feel like you don't like Usher right now because
No, I
it
love
makes
Usher.
you feel
I
some
got
type
nothing.
of way.
Come on, we R&B dudes.
it's Ursula, my guy.
We got love for Usher.
But I think Ursula just
Y'all don't got
I
love
think
for
he
Usher
stepped over
when
the
he
line.
feeling up on Alicia. Y'all don't got love for him then. Y'all
we can
mad at
we
him
can like
then.
the artist, but not his actions. Just like R. Kelly. I can like it. I can like R. Kelly still. I just don't like his actions.
Why you go that far?
Kelly?
Why you go
Because
that
I'm
far?
a realist.
I'm a
I'm a
Why
realist.
we go
You
that
are
realist.
not.
Like seriously, I
A
can like the artist,
realist.
but not the actions.
You are
I
a
still play him.
spiritualist.
Miss J said it wasn't that bad. Stop it. We're not saying
Hey,
it was
I don't
like.
think. Yes, they are.
No,
These
no,
niggas
it
is
wasn't-
hurt.
it
Yes,
wasn't-
they are.
No,
Miss
it
J.
wasn't. I
These
just
niggas,
think
yo.
we
You
just
know what? I
we
ain't
just
even gonna
think-
go there. I ain't even gonna go there. I'm
We
just
just-
gonna say, I got some shit that was like, yo, you see this?
we
You
just-
see this? I
we
said,
just
what,
think this.
nigga?
We just think
What
this.
the fuck y'all talking
We-
about? What, he put his arm around her?
We here.
We're just saying this. We just believe that the respect level, he just crossed the line a little bit. That's it.
That's all.
That's it. And you know what? And I said this too. she loved the attention because she leaned back on that
She
shit
was
because
like,
he leaned forward. You know what I mean? And I was like, damn, she leaned back on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
What you think, Mayor?
But
Oh man, the mayor about to speak.
Oh, man. Can y'all hear me?
I'm sure they can.
yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely enjoyed it. The smile said it all.
The smile set it off.
Oh yeah.
The smile set it off. It did.
And I think that's why people were questioning it a little bit because the way she looked mad comfortable. Now I don't know if she was doing that for performance wise. You know what I mean? As far as performance wise, I don't know because if you look back at it, and this is why I said I think it's why I said to be more. I said to you that I actually went back and looked at it. And I was like, because when you go back and look at it, I saw Usher. He walked up on her first, and he was behind her.
Second.
It was almost like she was like, "Whoa, like, what you doing back there, bro? Like,
Mm.
get away from the cakes, my guy. Like, what are you doing back there?"
Yeah.
Because it seemed like that wasn't rehearsed, some of the stuff, right?
I'm sure it wasn't.
And Us was just feeling it. He was feeling good about it.
he's a
Feeling, you
habitual
know what I mean?
liar.
Yeah, he's habitually stepping over there. You know what I'm saying?
He's habitual.
Did you see it?
Hold on.
Did you see when he was dancing? When he was,
a habitual.
yo, he was on
Habitual line
he was on stage with Nicki Minaj and he kept taking his head and bumping it on her butt. You saw that?
Shout out
When
to
he
Charlie.
smacked her
Shout
butt,
out
you
to
saw
Charlie
that? That's
Murphy.
what he do.
That's what he does.
Shout out to Charlie.
Shout out to Charlie Murphy, man. That's what he does. So and then
Yeah.
when he went back, his hands was getting a little handsy. You know what I mean? It was like, all right, Us, we know she's married. Everybody knows she's married.
Everybody
Like,
knows she married.
all right, like,
Happily or unhappily.
Yeah. But I will give Swiss Beats I will give Swiss Beats props. He handled it like a G because he already knew.
Did he really?
No.
Yes.
I feel like he did
Yes,
because
the fuck he
Did he
did.
really?
He
nah,
handled like I
because
would.
it's kind of like the whole Kiki Palmer thing. You put your husband or your man in a position, and everybody's waiting for your reaction.
Reaction, yeah.
And if you go and kick Usher's back in, then you're gonna have a whole nother side of the world talking that you're insecure, you this, you that.
Well, he
And
is.
then, you know, so it's like he took the G way out, like, yo, don't talk trash to my wife, whatever.
This was.
He held his wife down, which as he should.
Well, I think he held. I think he held both of them down.
You
This
know
was a
what?
moment. This was a great
first.
moment.
Wife come first.
This was a great moment.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what I seen, maybe I didn't see it all,
Right.
but from what I seen, I felt like the statement was, this was a great moment while y'all trying to tarnish it with some bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel like
I
he's
definitely
secure.
I saw his part of it. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Like I said, when I went back and looked at it, I saw some things. I was
You put
like,
an arm around the eye, nigga,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
You know, you got your little feel, whatever, nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
But yo, so I forget which one of y'all was talking to on the phone about this. I think it was you, Troy. I was talking about how I saw an interview with Alicia and Swiss, and they were talking about what makes their marriage work.
Yeah, we
that
talked
came
about
out
it.
afterwards.
Yeah, we talked
Now, I don't know if
Yeah.
that
That was-
they did that
They did that
afterwards,
before.
They did
or did it
They did it
before,
before.
and then
So-
they just brought it out.
So the first thing that Alicia said, which kind of stuck in my mind, the first thing she said was great sex. Okay.
Well,
That was one of the first
Well,
things she said.
explain to the people what was the question that was
So
asked.
the question, I'm paraphrasing, but
Yeah,
they
it's
were
it's
basically, they were basically asking like, what makes your marriage great?
Work.
What make it work? What makes it work well, and all this other stuff. And as the woman, her first thing she said was great sex. Okay. Now, for me, that speaks volume in a relationship.
It speaks huge volumes for me.
It speaks volume just because
For a lot of dudes.
a lot of women,
If you're getting the message.
yes, a lot of women really don't talk about sex right away. Okay?
That's not the first thing
It's
that
the
comes up.
secondary thing.
Yeah.
It's always
A
like
secondary?
third,
Like,
fourth, fifth.
yeah,
if they married.
it's down the line
Yeah.
somewhere.
but they
Because
usually,
you're a good dude,
Yeah,
and I don't
yeah.
want to hurt
it's
you.
usually commitment. It's usually communication. It's all that other stuff. But first thing she said, great sex. So that lets me know Swiss happy. Swiss happy because that's first and foremost. Like, look, let's make sure this sex life is good.
Yeah.
Everything else
Yeah.
can fall in place.
Well,
after
Yeah.
that.
I mean, are we surprised that somebody of that stature is getting what he wants?
No.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you like this. I feel like anybody of any type of importance that gets a lot of female attention, when they actually marry, they ain't marrying them for nothing. they doing something.
Yeah.
They doing something.
Not all, but
Unless it's for
most.
money.
Not all,
Yeah,
but
not
I
all, but
say
most.
most.
Yeah, not all, but
They
most.
doing something.
Yeah.
It ain't just you running the mill.
Yeah, I mean they do seem generally happy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
it's not
like
phony
they
and fake.
generally fuck with
They,
each other
yeah,
like
that's
for real.
that's my shit right
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
But also, like I was saying, that builds his security. When you got a woman that craves you sexually and puts that first and makes sure that y'all good, it builds up your security as well. So you can be like, man, I don't care what she do. Like, oh, you rubbed on my girl, I don't care. I know she coming back home to me. She craving me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole different vibe. It's just like a lot of women are used to their man craving them regularly. You know, like, so it kind of, if your man craves you all the time, he wants you all the time, it builds up a certain level of security in the woman where she
Pussy.
knows, like,
But hey man, get your boy, man.
listen.
It might not be used specifically, but
Yeah.
nigga, let me get some fucking pussy.
yeah.
Let's go.
Give me some Lamborghini.
Yeah.
What do you say, vagina? But yeah, so, but just imagine if you don't crave your woman sexually. It doesn't build up her security at all. You know, she's like, why he doesn't want me? You know, so
and that leads to other stuff.
it leads to other stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely. So that's why I was like, man, I see why he's secure. I see why he's not really phased by any of this. He like, I know what I got.
Yeah.
So
And I know
that's why I said I could see some levels as far as when you talking about security.
Yeah,
But you know what? It's not like I don't understand what y'all saying. I absolutely understand what y'all saying, right? Because everybody has a different level of what happened. Who says?
Depot says Swiss puts it down. Not many men can get his ex baby mother and his current baby mother to go on vacation together and allowed to be filmed.
I mean,
Yeah.
ex-wife probably wanted to be on film anyway. So what we talking about?
But
She's wanting to be involved. What are we talking about?
I understand y'all because everybody has a different level of their comfortability as far as what their spouse does or doesn't do, right? Everybody has their limit.
Right.
Here's your limit.
but
You could go out with your titties out. I don't give a fuck, and the thong going bop bop bop. Oh no, you can't do this at all. Everybody has their limit as far, and that deals with pretty much everything, not just what they wear, what they do, how they act when they out,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like I don't care whether you're a performer. I don't expect you to do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Everybody has their limit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what I think is, she pushed the threshold, or Usher pushed the threshold.
Yeah, it wasn't
for
her.
a lot of people.
Yeah, it wasn't
Well,
her.
it was also
At-
her
at the
because
end it was, 'cause it made it more
specifically what you
comfortable.
said is,
At the
and
end it
both
made
of
it more
y'all said
comfortable.
was, it was like, oh, she kind of.
Yeah, I think at
now
the
if
end
she
it got more
didn't,
comfortable for her, I guess. I think
now-
at the beginning it seemed like it was a little odd for her.
Yeah.
Like it was, oh shit,
Okay.
we ain't rehearsed this shit, bro.
now how would you feel if the reaction was more some, I motherfucker, get off of me, like if it was that. How would you feel about the whole ordeal? Like,
See, she
oh, he
couldn't do
grabbed
that.
it, and it,
Nah,
she,
so
she,
I don't think she
could.
had an
because
opportunity
she's
to
a
do that.
That's
professional.
always opportunity.
No, but no, she's
I
a
don't think so.
professional.
She is a
And that
professional.
would create some level of controversy out there.
But
Yeah,
y'all
you don't do
giving
that.
her. I hear
can't
you.
do that.
I hear you. But y'all also, maybe not you, because you didn't say it. But people are also giving her the bad perception that she smiled and she liked it.
Yeah.
So it's one or the other. It can't be both. Either you smiled and you liked it, or you're a professional and you did that because you didn't want to make a scene. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It can't be both.
Yeah.
So my thing with that is, you know what I mean, if she did the opposite, how would y'all feel about that? Would y'all be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I would be like, that's what's up.
and would you feel better about Swiss then in his response, or would you just, because a lot of motherfuckers is clowning Swiss.
Well, I think his response would have been different too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think he would have to have the same response that he had to have after the Super Bowl,
Mhm.
after that halftime show.
Mm-hmm.
If she would have did the opposite,
He wouldn't have had a response.
he wouldn't have to say anything
Nah.
because everything
I
would have
think
been
he
done
still
on
would've
stage.
had to.
His woman responded.
She would have handled herself by what she
Nah.
did on stage.
Nah. Because sometimes it's better to not say anything.
Definitely, I agree with you.
So it's like,
But I think people would have still made it a thing.
Try to.
So the only
Of
reason
course.
that he responded in the first place is because people made it a
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. They was
Right.
on. They was
So I
on.
still think people would have made it a thing
Yeah.
if she
Oh,
if
God,
she
I don't know
responded a
what's happening.
different way.
Screen went sideways. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I'm gonna fix that.
Go fix that screen.
It did that last time though, didn't it?
I don't know.
I think it did.
Yeah,
we
last
were
time
here
it was the same thing. I think we just had to readjust the screen.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's turn it a little bit. Yeah, we're good.
But,
So, but either way, I think we spent enough time on this. I think it really depends on your security. I think people need to be secure in their relationships and who they're with.
true. True.
Insecurities definitely would play a part in what you do, what you don't do. I think each relationship needs to map out their boundaries of where you can and cannot go, and that's with both of y'all.
Yeah.
And once you get those boundaries, you can figure out, where y'all stand. Because when somebody goes past those boundaries, then all right, we already discussed these boundaries. They went over it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's really what it is. And I think ultimately his boundary wasn't crossed. He was cool. He was secure. But I think most people weren't secure with that. That's why they had a problem with it.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's just me.
Reed said, some women smile when they are in an uncomfortable situation. They can't get out of it. You don't know what's running through her head. And I agree. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes it's uncomfortable. You just laugh, you smile.
Because
Yeah.
like I said,
Yeah.
like if you look at it, it looked like she was uncomfortable at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
she did smile, it looked like she was uncomfortable.
Mhm.
And I think she was like, damn, what do I do here? I'll be Alicia and be professional and just handle it the way I need to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that was her way of handling it.
Yeah.
And, hey, that's fine by me.
Mm-hmm.
But I just had a problem with my man Ursa being habitual. That's it.
Yeah.
You can touch it one time, but damn, my guy, you ain't gotta bend into it though. Just
Yeah.
get away from the cheeks, my dude.
Yeah.
Lion stepping like a motherfucker, like you from Chi-Town.
Man.
Deep Dog wanted to talk about JD socks.
Oh man.
We.
I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not even gonna do it.
It's funny.
I'm not even gonna
Yo,
do it.
y'all motherfuckers know what it is.
Reed said she looked comfortable. I mean,
I didn't even know who it was. I was like, who the fuck is that?
I didn't,
Everybody kept posting the picture. I'm like, who is that?
yo, I didn't know
Like,
who Will I Am was.
That's Dupree. I was like, oh, what?
Yeah. But overall, I think it was a good halftime show. I think it was.
I'm gonna say
I didn't watch
good. I'm not great. It was okay.
It was okay. So what would have
And
made
I'll tell you what, it didn't get better for me until he was on the roller skates. From the roller skates on, that's when it got better.
Okay.
Before that, I wasn't really feeling it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, so
Once the blue light showed up, I was like, okay, Urs, let's go, man.
So what would have made it great for you? Like what could
I don't know,
what
it's
could you
just-
do?
Sam a hard critic.
I don't know. It's just I wasn't into it the way I thought I was gonna be into it from the beginning.
Do you
And it
think
took the-
because it's Usher and you like
Yeah,
you're a fan of Usher,
I
you
was
like
expecting.
ooh,
I was expecting it to be
you know what?
from the
that-
beginning.
Kind of like
the
when
first
Drake,
song.
how Drake set it off.
Yeah.
Right.
That was ridiculous.
Because the halftime show is supposed to be your main opportunity, one of the main shows
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
So I thought he was gonna come harder with the first song, but it wasn't.
Yeah, the first
I
song.
didn't know it was gonna be
Everybody
on
was like, that first song gonna be this, that. When he came out, I was like, oh,
Yeah, it was like.
Mm.
Man, that's
okay.
yeah, Urs, all right.
This how we started? Okay, all right.
Okay,
So
all right.
I feel
He
that.
didn't start off with Truth playing for real. That's for real.
I think he did start off saying that, didn't he?
That's the motherfucking shit. But anyway, yo.
But
yeah, so.
it wasn't. I mean, it was alright. Like I said, once he would put the roller skates on, I was like, alright, we're picking it up now, picking up speed.
I think there is a difference when you have somebody that you're expecting. When you expect more, it's just different. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, I expect this person going. And then you get there. I'll never forget. I had a cousin that told me one time, $2 movies are the best movies you could ever watch. And I was like, what? What you talking about? It was like, cause you only paid $2. Even if it's a bad movie, you ain't expecting it to be great. So when you go in there, you like, even if it's mediocre, you like, I
paid $2.
you know what I'm saying? I paid $2. All that, like whatever. And if it turns out more than that, you like, damn, I only paid $2 for this. You know what I mean? And I kind of feel like that's maybe how some stuff goes when you expect more from somebody. You'll put them here, and you like, oh, they gotta be here, and then they come a little bit less than that. You're like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard to live up to that sometimes.
I'm with you. Woman.
Definitely. So we done kicking Usher back in. We done.
We ain't really kicking.
Nah.
We just had some issues with it.
Yeah. So our next topic was we was going to talk about Shannon Sharp, Mike Epps, and whoever else he beefing with.
Beef is when I see you.
Yeah, I don't know if
Beef
y'all
is
been
when
following
I
the
see
whole
you.
thing with Shannon Sharp and Mike Epps went on stage and said that Shannon Sharp tried to get him on his show and he wasn't going to go because he was gay. For Club Shay Shay. But and I guess within a week they kind of like squashed it and whatever else. I kind of felt like, me personally, I felt like Shannon doesn't understand comedy. Comics lie. It's what they do. They mix the truth with lies.
There you go. They mix the truth with lies.
They mix the truth with lies. It makes it more funnier. It makes it more exciting. So I guess he got mad mainly because he felt like he never actually called Mike Epps to be on his show. Mike Epps actually inboxed him to be on the show. So he kind of felt it was disrespectful. But again, I don't think he understands comedy.
I think he understands. I don't think he's dumb.
I think
You know
Shay
what I
Shay's
mean?
a little. I think he's a little sensitive.
I think Shay Shay is. I don't know if I want to say
Why are we calling this grown man Shay Shay?
because that's his shit. That's his shit. Shannon Sharp. But anyway, I don't know if I think he's sensitive. What I do think is he has a line, and once you cross that line, he's like he's gonna get at you. So and like he said, I don't give a fuck what you say about nothing else, but don't lie on me. You can make jokes, you can do whatever. Don't lie on me. And I kind of feel him on that. I don't know if I would have took that approach, but I feel him on that. Motherfucker, don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie and say I tried to get you on when you actually hit me up.
So
on.
Why did the beef even start? Like because of that? Like where did it all come from?
I think it came from that. I think it came from him saying that
he was gay. He liked Madea.
No. I don't think it came from that because he said
Mike say this
specifically
in a show?
No, it was a show.
So okay,
and the show got leaked.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
So that's what started the beef.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, somebody recorded the show, and Shannon Sharp got hold of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. See, I didn't understand where it even came from.
Yeah, supposedly.
Yeah. So it wasn't like.
And then Shannon responded to the show.
I know Deep Dog said it was a fake beef, but I mean, I think it really was. He was really in his feelings. He was really in his feelings.
Oh, Shannon?
Shannon was.
Shannon's emotional.
Really in his feelings about it.
Shannon's emotional.
Oh yeah.
Let's get
Emotional damage.
Yeah, he was really in his feelings.
He's emotional, man. He was deep inside his feelings.
Yeah,
deep inside. Deep inside. If anybody know, you know what I'm saying?
But and then Eddie Griffin came out with a show and did the same thing.
Are we sliding right to that?
Yeah, I mean, because honestly, it's all the same thing. It's comedians talking trash.
Yeah, so in 2024, we just beginning this shit, right?
Yeah.
This is what the comedians are doing now?
Well,
this is what we doing, comedians. We're just creating beef to get on the Shay Shay Club show.
I mean,
we beefing with Shay because Mike did it.
But think about it.
What we doing? Because Cat Williams did that. What we doing here?
It's just beef to become relevant again.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what we doing here? So let's beef with Shannon because they know Shannon is sensitive enough to respond back.
It's going to respond back to.
Yeah.
I mean, I do feel. I mean, to what extent do you think somebody should respond? Right. I do think multiple, like, depending on where you are and where somebody else is, you don't even fucking respond to it, right? Where do y'all think the line is drawn where what somebody says to you and how you respond is something that you actually respond to? Like, where do you think that line is drawn with y'all? Like, where is it at? Is it if it's fake? You just I don't give a fuck. I ain't responding. Like motherfucker saying Will is gay. You know what I'm saying?
He never responded.
I don't believe it, but as Will, do you even respond to that? Like what do you think the best thing is? Like I've questioned myself multiple times. I'm like, man, like damn, that's crazy. Like, do you respond to that? Do you just let it slide, let it blow over, let it whatever? What do you respond to and what don't you?
I mean, I don't know, man. I guess it depends on what's being said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. If it's to the point where it's extremely hurtful for the other people in my family, because I probably wouldn't give a shit. But if it's affecting the other people in my family, like the kids and the wife and whoever, yeah, then I'm gonna have to say something. Other than that, I'm just gonna let it blow by.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I'm saying, with Shannon, he ain't let none of that blow by.
Nah,
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
And that's why I asked you because I think certain men have a code, right? And I think Shannon operates, just me personally, I don't know him. I feel like he operates on a code. I feel like he's kind of a man's man, but the problem with that is you're in the public eye, so you can't kind of be a man's man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion. I could be 100% wrong.
Yeah.
But I feel like he like, all right, whatever. Like I can deal with most of the shit you say. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like say what you said. All he said basically was, don't lie on me. And I feel that. I feel that. Say what you want to say about other shit, make jokes, whatever. Don't lie on me, motherfucker. Like, you hit me up to come on my show. I feel that. At the same time, though, I don't know whether I would or wouldn't respond to it. I think it depends on where, like, if I'm making money, I might not give a fuck. Like, all right, nigga, like, whatever you say. Like, I feel you. But at the same time, I don't know. If I am making money, I might feel petty today. You know how some days you just like, fuck it, I got
Man, you petty almost every other day.
No, shit. Hey,
Yeah.
call me the fuck out.
He take Friday off though.
Yeah, Friday.
Don't take Fridays off. That's a special day.
That's a special petty day?
That's a special day. You get double this shit on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm glad the dudes, they both sat down. I did see Mike Epps after that. He said they hugged it out, they talked it out. He said, you know, when he hugged him, he's like, yeah, when I hugged Shannon, man, I was like, yo, I'm sorry. Like, you know what I mean? You know, he's a motherfucker's a big dude. He's like, I'm sorry and shit. I didn't mean to say all that stuff. I didn't mean to say you look like my dick. You know?
Yeah, but on some real
wild,
shit, he
man.
is a comedian. I do feel Mike Epps has a little bit of what you want to call it, like when you envy. I feel like he does have a little envy in him when he talks about certain people.
Well, he said he was
I think most
jealous.
of them
They
are.
didn't say nothing about him. He said he was
Yeah,
jealous.
he did say that.
I do
He wants-
feel
he wants
that.
a part
I
of
do
that.
feel that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying from him when he talks about short dude from Philly.
Oh, it's on Kevin Hart.
When he talks about Kevin
It's a
Hart,
lot
when
of
he
hate
talks
for Kevin
about
Hart.
it is a lot of hate. And you
But-
know what's
but we
funny
know
about
why.
that?
But we know
You know
why.
what's funny about that?
Why?
Kevin
Why
Hart
did
never responds with no hate.
He never
back.
does. He
Never
never does.
responds
I've
with
never,
no hate
I've
back.
never.
Why would?
Actually,
why
I did
would
hear
he-
him one time.
Yeah, he does. He'll do little
Yeah,
jabs.
little here and
Little
there,
funny
but
jabs.
not to the point where it's constantly on
Yeah.
social media.
Yeah.
He'll do a small little jab and leave it.
Yeah.
Other than that, he's still
Yeah.
trying to show mad love. As far as I know.
He ain't got
Know what I
time.
mean?
Yeah, as far as I know.
As far as I know, he's just trying
Agreed.
to show as much love
Agreed.
as possibly can.
Yeah.
Whether he's a plant, whether he's not a plant, whether whatever,
He's
I'm
trying.
like, yo, it's kind of hard to hate this brother. Like,
he winning.
Yeah.
when y'all say shit about him, he just spread more love. He's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right, whatever, you know what I mean? That.
When you on
Except for
top.
when he called, what's the name? Oh,
Oh,
when he called, what's the actor? The black actor that was, he was like, damn. He
Oh,
told her, he said,
Don-
I only
Don
want-
Cheadle. Don Cheadle.
Don
Oh,
Cheadle.
yeah.
That was
That was
funny.
funny.
That was funny though.
That was funny. That was funny. That was funny.
But you know what I mean? Like, I think it really depends on how you respond and who you are as a person and what hurts you, what doesn't. Like, speaking of that, right? We just talked about Corey Holcomb and I'm forgetting his name right now. Actually, Larry. I'm forgetting his name, but that's my dude. I really like him.
Donnell
Donnell Rawlins.
Yeah.
Donnell Rawlins.
Yeah.
Yes. And the situation they just had was the LA Laugh House.
Yeah.
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 You know what I mean? And it's just like,
And that was crazy. That was
like,
crazy too.
that
Because the
was.
thing is, we all know him as Ashley Larry, right? From the skits from the Dave Chappelle show. But all he was doing was standing up for Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, he was trash.
Because Corey was saying stuff about Dave Chappelle. He was
It was
saying
more
something
than that, but
about
yes.
a bunch of comedic actors saying that if you're a comedic actor and
You
you've
have
done
more than
three
movies.
or plus movies, you took something
Fellatio.
fellatio or you took something up the butt. And he was basically pointing at Dave in the long run. And Ashley Larry stood up for Dave because that's his boy.
But not only that, he went into the archives and said, Corey Holcomb has more than 3 movies.
He has 4 movies. That's what he said. He said he has 4 movies, so you got some explaining to do. That's what he
You
said.
gonna explain it, Lucy.
So
Yeah.
I just hate to see it this early in the game. You know what I mean? We just started the year off.
Bro, he
I
too
just hate to
old.
see it
How old
too
is
early in
Corey
the game.
Holcomb?
Corey's like 52, 53.
Bro, come on.
It's
Come
enough.
on.
Enough's enough.
Just stop, bro.
Enough's
Just stop, bro. Like,
Enough's enough, man.
what's going on?
And all he do is hate.
Bro, like,
And we just talked about that.
we
That's all he do.
literally just talked about it.
Yeah.
All he do.
Yeah.
I used to listen to his pod all the time, but lately I'm like, yeah, I can't listen to this. It's just too much. It's just way too much. Like, be funny on your shit, but damn, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, not that you can't talk about stuff, because, I mean, that's literally what,
That's what pod is doing. That's what pod is, right? We
well,
talk about stuff.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's cool to talk about stuff, but with the rhetoric that you're coming with on a constant basis,
It's not a good
it's a
look.
hard listen, man.
It's not a good look.
It's a hard
It's not a
listen.
good look.
Yeah.
Now, if we feel as though what you're saying is just straight facts, all right, that's something different. But it definitely doesn't have that feeling.
No, man.
And
no.
regardless of whether you want to give people the benefit of the doubt or not, a lot of people can kind of suss this shit out. Like, this ain't sounding right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the
Whether you
internet's
think you
undefeated.
can fly it over or
The
not,
internet's
but
undefeated. They're gonna find.
they
You say
find
something, they're
shit.
gonna find it because the internet is
Bro.
undefeated.
What did they do about? Well, yo, I ain't never seen that shit you sent me about Ari Spears.
Internet's undefeated. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, when y'all seen that, I said, what?
Oh, you saw that video with him, the little boy, and all that stuff?
No. Ari Spears got a lot of shit to say about motherfuckers that end up in dresses or that do some shit like that.
But
He got a lot of
But he
shit.
got videos of him in dresses.
Bruh. I didn't know it was out.
They found videos of Dave Chappelle in dresses too.
When they found videos of Dave Chappelle in dresses, that dress was Robin Hood Men in Tights. You won't find nothing else. Robin Hood Men in Tights was
I thought they
different.
found like 2.
That was
Yeah, it was another
It
one.
was like another one
it
too.
was another
Yeah.
one.
Where he played a female.
Yeah,
He was playing like some female black lady.
he was playing.
But
He
he
had
didn't-
big boobs and all
but
that.
he
from
didn't
the Howard Stern.
speak
Oh,
bad
Howard
about
Stern
it
show.
though.
Howard Stern show.
He didn't
Yeah.
speak bad about it. All he said was it was one time that he refuted. He was just like, nah, I think I'm funny without it. I don't think he ever came out and was like vehemently like they put black men in dresses, blah, blah, blah. I don't think he ever did that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What
I
I think he did was they tried to put me in a dress one time. I didn't want to do it. And then this is what happened.
Mm.
That's what I think he did. Which is different than Every Spears talking about, and then next thing you know, you see him in a skit that you sent me, and I'm just like, what? That shit was bad. That was probably one of the worst ones I ever
One of
seen.
the worst ones I've seen.
Yeah.
Your face,
for a man to be talking like that,
yes, and know that's out there.
the internet is going to internet.
They gonna find it.
The internet's
bro.
going to internet.
They gonna find it.
The internet.
And in case y'all don't know, basically what we saw was Ari Spears dressed up in a dress, and he ended up acting like a woman. And Shaq was on set, and he basically had his face in his crotch.
Oh, that one. That was bad.
It was.
That was bad.
Yes, very bad.
He was on his knees, like
Yes.
he giving him fellatio.
Yes,
That one.
very bad.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that goes back to, man, most people are hypocrites, but it is what it is. Most people, that's what people say about Americans. Americans are hypocrites.
Yeah, that was bad. Wow.
But
Mm.
yeah.
But yeah, so Deep Dog said, "Hate is how 50 Cent became famous." Yeah, 50 Cent is a big hater. He's a that's
You
what,
think so?
Oh, that's what he does.
I don't think
Yeah, his page is full of hating on everybody.
I don't know.
You
I
follow
don't.
him?
I don't.
Oh my God,
I don't follow.
Joneses on everybody. Like it
I
doesn't matter.
Like recently?
I think.
Like now?
I think a lot of shit he says is bullshit. Like he just playing.
But yeah, he playing and he messing with people constantly. He's cracking
Yes,
jokes
but
and
is
talking trash.
but is that hating? Like if I right now, like you know certain people that I have affection to, like yo, this my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like if I just say you a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like do you automatically think I mean that,
I don't know,
or
it depends.
it depends?
No,
How far it depends?
Well, that we boys though. Like 50
Yeah.
Cent cool with half these people he hating on.
Well, I'm just trying to give a synopsis. I think 50 Cent plays a lot. I think that when you listen to a lot of stuff that 50 Cent does, I think you'll find out that he's very smart.
Oh yeah, he's definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that he plays the system the best that he can,
Yeah.
right? And that means with everything. Like, you can hear real answers from him sometimes on things where he really thinks, and then sometimes you can be like, yo, this is an opportunity to get mad clicks, and I'm going to get money off
Oh
of
yeah,
this.
yeah. He
So I'm
definitely
just
do
going to
that.
say
he'll
this.
do that
He
shit.
definitely.
You know
gonna
what
do
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think you can kind of get that from somebody like, and I don't want to say this because I really don't want to compare this person to Dick Gregory because he's a great. But Dick Gregory would say some shit sometimes. I'd be like, oh, come on, Dick Gregory. But at the same time, Dick Gregory was fucking like the boy mind was crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Crazy. He'd say some phenomenal shit. I'm just like, damn. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I also know he'd say something. I'll be like, yo, come on. And that's kind of how I feel about 50 Cent.
So
You know what I
how
mean?
did you feel when Dick Gregory snapped on Cedric Entertainment for what he said on Barbershop? Did you see that?
I don't know if I saw that. I might have,
So he
but
was-
remind me.
So he was mad when Cedric Entertainment was he said F Martin Luther King.
No, I think it was
Oh,
Rosa
I did
Rosa
see
Parks.
that. Rosa Parks,
yeah.
you know.
Oh, I did see
Yeah,
that.
yeah. He's like, basically, she just was basically being lazy. She just didn't want to get up
Yeah.
out of her chair or whatever. But it was a movie.
I think
And Dick snapped, like, was angry about it.
But he was, I don't know why he's angry.
Angry
I don't know why he's angry. I said so much because that's part of that was the role.
That seemed like it was a personal
It
beef,
was,
right?
it was like man, personal. I'm like, man, Dick, why you so personal
Yeah,
right now?
this-
Like,
Yeah.
this is what I'll say about that, right? I think all of us feel differently about different things, right? Like the way I feel about the word nigga, right? And we talked about that. I know
Yeah.
my boy Detroit, well, damn, I guess I really don't respect him because
you don't
he still
respect me.
said-
Like he still said, he
I
still calls
I
me.
still-
I walked in the building, he called me from the jump.
I definitely do, but I need to respect your wishes on his not liking the word. But in my search of the etymology of the word, I've learned, and to my knowledge,
What? What does that
Hey,
mean?
yo, Mayor, get your boy over here, man. I mean, what you drinking
Yo,
over there,
what
bro?
is he drinking?
What you drinking, man?
Yo,
What you drinking over there, man?
That's that peanut butter.
Jesus. That's the first time I ever heard that word. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Where'd that come from? You looked it up before you came up here.
But go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
Nah. Y'all done just made it seem like I was the idiot of the group. It's all good.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
no,
But
it was a word that
basically,
I've ever heard before.
You definitely heard etymology.
I have never heard that
I've
word in
never
my
heard that
life.
word.
You've never heard that word?
Nope.
Really?
And
You've never
Man,
heard
have
that?
you ever heard that word?
Look at a lot of stuff too.
Yo, none of us have ever heard that word.
Etymology basically deals with the origins of a word and where they come from. So that's what it deals with. What's crazy is, well, you know, we're not even going there. But basically, etymology deals
That's on
with
the pod,
the word and where it comes from. So I started looking up where the word comes from, what the meaning meant from the beginning of even American history, right? And then where it went after that. And when you study that, it really came from the Greek misunderstanding.
Are we doing this right now? Are we doing the N word right now?
I'm just
Negus?
Yes.
Inja.
And it became,
NGA.
and it just started. Yeah.
Okay.
And they pronounced it a certain way, but it wasn't even in a negative way. But then eventually, even actually in America, it wasn't negative at first. When they was using it, it wasn't even in a negative connotation towards black people. It was a negative connotation towards anybody that was of lower class.
Yeah.
Even in America. And then eventually, it went to just black people.
Yeah.
So it didn't always have that.
Just kind of like the. I mean, it's totally different opposite ends of the spectrum, but like the swastika, right?
Mm-hmm.
Swastika was a sign of peace.
Absolutely.
It was never a sign of hate.
Never a sign of hate.
It was a sign of peace.
Absolutely.
But whoever controls it, of course, they could change the narrative because some people are just ignorant and don't understand.
Yeah.
And don't want to understand.
Nope.
They just go by what they see.
So my point in saying that is I understand that my mother, who integrated middle school, and she's only 70 years old. She was the first black person in her middle school. I can understand people of her age not gelling with the word nigga.
Yeah.
I can understand that completely.
She doesn't?
Yeah.
She
doesn't
doesn't.
like the word?
She's not a fan of that word.
Yeah. What,
Regardless of what it originally meant or
What-
anything
what-
like that, because it meant something different to her.
okay, so where did mom grow up?
Baltimore,
So
Maryland.
in the city or outside?
In the city.
Okay, yeah.
In the city.
So
Straight
at that
city.
time,
East,
the city was.
East side.
Yeah.
No.
So at that time, the city was predominantly.
Well, no, I wouldn't say it was predominantly white, but what I would say is the school that she went to was all white.
Okay.
She went to a prestigious school at that time,
Okay.
but she was just
Yeah.
very smart. She
Very
was
smart.
studious.
Yeah. So of course they're gonna use that word because this is what they hear.
She went there, and basically she grew up in a different time, so I could completely understand somebody of her era being like, no, don't use this word. It's not for us.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a generation below her, and I'm like, we use this as a term of endearment, and that was before I even knew or checked the etymology of what it was or what it meant or where it came from.
Yeah.
Right. But then once you check it, you realize where it actually came from.
Yo, you see,
What?
You already used the word again. I just
yo, stop, man. Damn.
I couldn't help
Hey,
it.
we calmed down. We was having a serious conversation. I didn't know we was gonna get into the word. I was like, fuck it, well, let's do it. And here you go.
Yeah.
Can't be serious now for 5 damn minutes.
But anyway, long story short, I can understand why certain people feel a different way about it. The same way certain people feel just a different way about Egypt and where that is, and
Yeah.
ancient Kemet. You know what I mean? Like we can go pretty far with this,
Some
right?
people don't even know where that.
People don't
Yeah.
even, some people don't even realize
you know,
Egypt is in
yeah.
Africa.
That's what I'm
Like they're technically Africans, you know, but
Egypt, Morocco. I could
Not
go
technically.
more.
Yeah,
more
they
than
are
Africans
Africans.
in there.
But-
I go more and longer.
Yeah, we can go. We can go.
We here.
We
here
just
all
talked
night.
about, Professor Kaba. We just me and Troy just talked about something about that because he was on the Rock Newman show. Um, but yeah, man, there's a lot of knowledge out there to be had, and there's a lot of knowledge that is withheld. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Now, granted, everybody's going to seek whatever it is that they want to, and they're going to hold to whatever it is they want to, because guess what? History is his story. You know what I mean? So it really depends on what it is that you want to pick up, whether you research it thoroughly to see whether what you feel is right or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
but either way, I ain't want to go too far, but
too late.
Put your toe in it.
You know what I mean?
I mean, just dip your toe. It's your pinky toe, not the whole foot.
Yeah, for sure. I still want to talk about that last topic because I want to enlighten Troy
What's
on this. Okay, so the last topic we're going to talk about tonight, and I don't even know if the mayor is even on that. I'm sure he has seen it though. The wax lady.
Does anybody know about the wax lady? 'Cause
Okay.
I don't know that.
He
So-
told me about it.
So this lady, I think her name is Jasmine. She just got arrested for child endangerment. I think it's Tennessee. That she's from
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Tennessee?
And apparently, she posted on her social media about she hired her 5-year-old daughter to help her wax vajayjays. Okay. Okay. You familiar with that, right? So she involved her in her business from her home to help wax her clients, to train her in her trade. She's 5 years old, and she posted pictures of her daughter, literally with gloves on, waxing. She said she did an 8-hour day and served over 20 something clients.
I'd like to hear from the mayor first. I just want to hear what he has to say. I just want to hear.
Yeah, how old is your closest, the youngest? You got twins, right? You got twins?
No.
No.
My young Valentino's 6, Victoria's 8.
Okay. Okay.
So they're right there at the same age.
They're in that age.
Yeah.
So
In the waxing age? No.
In the waxing.
It's a negative.
so
waxes.
so I mean, basically, she was trying to train her child to do what she does for a living. How do you feel about that?
I mean, that's definitely a negative, because no 5-year-old should be doing nothing even close to that. Like, she still should be learning how to wipe her own ass, let alone wax another lady's vagina.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm not getting into that shit.
all right. So she was arrested and charged with child endangerment and
As she should
something.
have been.
So you feel like she should be charged with that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
It's child neglect and
Yeah.
Okay.
Neglect and endangerment.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So she's facing those charges. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you think, man?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that it was wrong. I didn't even know she had posted pictures of these people spread eagle, on the bed.
Really?
Oh yeah, they were like they kind of blocked it out, but it was spread. And
Like on social media, or she has a
she
website?
posted on her page. She was so happy that her daughter was involved with her business, and she actually posted this on her page. Now, mind you, that is a form of child pornography.
Is it?
It is
Yeah.
because
Yeah, because
Ooh.
that child is well underage.
well underage.
Well, I didn't know because I think you gotta figure out like what is actually
You
like
think about the definition of
the definition of
the
child.
Child pornography is the definition is vast. Anything
Okay.
anything can. If your child sent a picture of himself to another child his age, that's considered child pornography.
Picture.
If,
Just
if
the
your
picture,
child
or
is-
you talking
no,
about
if your child is
nude
underage,
picture?
if he's underage and he sends a picture of himself to another girl his age, it's still
But
child
you're
pornography.
I just want to be clear. We're
yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
under the belt picture.
Right,
Is what we're talking
right.
about. We're not talking about. Well, yes.
Reed said maybe it was take your kid to work day.
well, she works from home, so
She works from home. Yeah, so she
I mean,
took
Well,
her there.
still.
yeah,
still.
yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
she's the only employee.
But yeah, so I feel like I get it. Everybody wants to involve their child in their business. You know, you want to train them up. I mean, your child's a barber. Your child, you know, if you're a barber, you want to teach them how to cut hair. If you box, you know, you want to teach them how to box. You know, it's so many levels. Everybody's proud of
Yes,
what
it
they
is.
do, and a lot of people raise their children at a young age to be involved in their company. I mean, look at me. I started helping my father when I was like 7 years old.
Mhm.
You know, running wires and stuff like
What
that.
age was your son when he started working with you?
Probably around that age or younger, you know, so
See, but now you talking about running wires.
Yeah, you talk about
that's a
doing the honors.
trade.
you're right, but in her mind, she running wires.
The hairy ones, the hairy wires.
Now,
She's running wires,
but-
like you said.
so in the state of Tennessee, you can legally start doing that at the age of 16. You can actually
Okay.
acquire a license at the age of 16 to do things like that. So,
She couldn't wait 11 years, huh?
she couldn't wait. She couldn't
You
wait.
need that
And-
extra
and like I
income
said,
in the
I-
house.
I-
Get some extra clients.
I
and
see
shit.
where her mind was. I see where her mind was because she was proud.
I think I do
and she
too.
was so
I do
proud
too,
to
but
post it on
I
social
do
media.
too.
So it's not like she was like hiding.
That's not
But my
true.
thing is this though. Go ahead. What you about to say?
So there's no man in this.
There's no man involved in this. This is a
That-
female child
that's a
at
problem.
5 years old waxing females. It was no man, none of that stuff. My thing is this. What the 29 women that she waxed? When they,
29?
it was like 29.
Oh, I got the number.
Yo,
I need to know.
listen.
Wait, what?
Listen, when they was up there spread eagle, right, and she walked in like, hey, I got a surprise. You know, we got a special guest about to wax you. Like,
Like, yeah, I get what you're saying.
what,
Like,
what were y'all
what were
doing?
y'all-
Did y'all say, oh, whoa,
yeah, like, yeah.
Yeah, how do you just stay there with your legs spread open?
and let this
And
5-year-old
let this
girl
5-year-old
rub
wax
down
you?
there and
Yeah.
wax and, yeah.
You know
That's a
what I
lot.
said.
That's a lot.
I really think that it's
It's a lot.
difficult to understand. I think for men, I really think like whatever I have knowledge wise, probably couldn't answer this. I think you need a woman to answer this. Me personally.
But
Because
But
I
women
think
are
this
against
is
it too. A lot of women.
I'm not saying that they're not.
Oh, okay,
I'm not
okay.
saying that they're not, but I'm
Okay.
talking about on our podcast
Mm,
when we're talking about and we're giving our opinion.
mm.
What I'm saying is, I don't know if my opinion is even really that valid.
It's about children right now, though.
Yeah, we're
It
talking
is
we're
about
talking
children. It is
kids.
about children. I already know how you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like that too about children. But I also feel as though there is a difference when you're talking about women being on women. Even if it's this little child, like what was her mindset? Was her mindset like, I'm going to teach you the business? And I beg to differ that her mindset was more on, hey, this is my daughter. This is what I do. I want her to start learning what I do. That's what I would beg to differ, because if she felt any shame in it, I don't think she would have posted it.
Do we know she felt any shame in it?
We
Oh, she
don't.
didn't
We
feel
don't.
shame.
We don't.
Like,
That's
posted it.
that's my thought
She
process
posted
though.
it.
I don't. We don't know. We don't know. And that's why I'm like, I ain't the best person to ask about this at all. At all. Because I can see both sides. I really can. I can see the entrepreneur in the mom saying, my daughter is going to be absolutely amazing at this because she's learning already at 5 years old. But I can also see the other end of it saying, what the fuck are you doing with this daughter at 5 years old? I can see both sides. I really can. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I'm like, I ain't the best person to ask about this. I really ain't. I think you should ask a woman about how they would feel about their child or somebody that age doing something like that with women.
Now,
That's what I
Deep
think.
Doll says she could teach her on a dog.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't actually
Yeah.
have to see another female's private parts.
I mean, because as I mean, I have a daughter. We all have daughters, but we kind of refer to the mother when it comes to girly stuff, right? Especially when it
You
deals
have
with
to.
hygiene and all that stuff. We kind of refer to them. So yeah, a doll would be a great fucking idea, other than having a giant human being in there,
Mhm.
a grown woman in there. Just use a doll to teach her how to do it,
Mhm.
because eventually she's going to grow up and be a woman too. So yeah, it makes sense to do that.
Yeah.
But to have a grown woman, and like you were saying, Jay, I don't understand. Like as a grown woman, you're a spread eagle, and you see this small 5-year-old coming with gloves on. Like you're not saying, yo, wait, we're not having your daughter do that. Like let's have you
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
I feel like that's another thing though that might also be like, this really ain't that
Big of a
crazy.
deal, yeah. To,
You see
yeah,
what I'm saying? To them,
yeah,
not to us.
yeah.
Not to
Because
us,
because
but
it's the
to
woman,
them.
it's
So
the
we're
woman
thinking,
girl.
we're
see
thinking
what I'm
from
saying?
a man's mindset. Now,
Exactly.
now Reed said it is completely inappropriate. I don't care what her mindset is. 5 years old is insane to think that is okay in any way, shape, or form. So that's coming from a female.
Mm-hmm.
Could have waited 11 more years.
I mean,
That's 11 more years.
Yeah, yeah.
You could have taught. She could have taught
Yeah.
her the numbers behind it,
Yeah.
everything
Mhm.
else behind it, how to prep and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But to actually do the application of it, baby girl, I got this. Just stay out here. I'll be right back.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But also,
But
I think with women, certain women, I will say, they look at the body a little differently when it comes to their daughters and stuff. I know women that walk around naked,
What do we talk
totally
about?
naked
Culture,
in
right?
front of their daughters.
Culture, right?
I would never walk around naked in front of my son. I would never do that. But there is females out there that do that, and they have no problem doing that. So she might have that same mindset where
Yeah.
it's just a body. It's not
Mhm.
that serious. You know.
And what was the big thing we talked about that one time? We talked about culture and the
Yeah.
difference in culture as far as American culture and
Yeah.
maybe other places.
Certain
and
parts of
culture
Africa,
and
everybody's
what they
naked.
do.
It's not that serious.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not a big deal because this is your body. This is you. You see what I'm saying? Like
Because we're over sexualized over here in America.
we
Oh,
are.
for sure.
I feel as though
Oh,
we are.
absolutely.
I feel as though we are.
Absolutely.
And especially in any country that you bombard religion over,
Mhm.
right? Because religion definitely restricts any type of strong sexuality and stuff like that. And this government is definitely heavy embedded into Christianity.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Or even whatever next you want to say. We
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I want to say Christians is number one when it comes to America,
Mhm.
as far as how many there are is what
Mhm.
I'm saying. Not,
Right.
but when you get stuff like that, then your laws, your culture is going to come from that.
Yeah, yeah.
And what you know what I'm saying? And it's a big thing. So I know New York has something where this is like let the titties free. You know what I'm saying? Like they do that, bop, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's this crazy thing. Or even more so, right? Even something more intimate, like not intimate, but I'd say something that's more very wholesome is feeding your baby. We all know the studies have shown you can't deny that breastfeeding your baby is so much better for them than artificial milk or whatever.
For sure.
But America tries to put some stigma on women that breastfeed their babies in public or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a society thing. But in all actuality, we know that it's better. Why is it a problem? You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like I definitely think culture plays a part in some of these things. And again, I just like to say I ain't the best person to ask. I'm a male. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think a wise female should answer whether that is appropriate or not appropriate for a 5-year-old to do. And I do think that it matters your circumstances, what you're actually trying to teach your daughter.
Agreed. I agree. I agree. Me? You ain't doing that shit. Hell to the no.
Yeah, nah. We ain't there yet.
Nope. No sir ski.
Yeah. I mean, I feel you. Yeah, it's levels to it, and she kind of crossed that level in a way. But I mean, hopefully she doesn't end up doing no jail time or lose her daughter over that.
Yeah, it would be tragic.
Yeah, that would be tragic.
If she's a good mother.
Yeah,
We don't know.
You're right.
We don't know
right,
whether she's a good parent or not. And I know that's very judgmental. People are very judgmental about whether how you should raise your child or whatever.
Yeah.
But I would say I would lean towards I don't think she was trying to be
Deviant.
I'd
Let's say
deviant
Yeah.
or negative light towards her daughter.
Right,
I think
right.
she was trying to be positive towards the daughter. That's what I think.
Hopefully.
That's what I hopefully.
That's old.
But that's what I think
That's old.
ultimately. But you don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, she just shouldn't. Yeah.
We're just not
She
doing
shouldn't
it.
have posted. Everything ain't for social
Everything
media,
ain't-
people.
you're right, everything is not for social media.
Everything ain't for social
I
media.
think we get to a point where we're just post happy and we post every single aspect of our lives, and it's like some things just need to stay private.
Yeah.
Definitely.
She could have trained her daughter in private, and right now she would be fine. You know, unless one of her clients complained or something like that. But
Yeah.
other than that,
Mhm.
she would not be dealing with the court system and paying lawyers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, and they arrested her on her birthday.
Oh,
Mm.
oh man.
And what you said,
Was she in the
people
club?
was calling for even the clients to be arrested.
Yeah. You know, saying
I
like,
said, ooh,
what type
that's
of people
crazy.
lay there and
Ooh,
let a 5-year-old
I said, ooh.
Mm.
wax you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's rough.
You know?
That's rough. But yeah, so I don't know. Yeah.
Yo, we getting out of here, man?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Let me do this real quick, man. Before we get off here, man. I'd like to thank my guy, the mayor, having us in the building, man. Appreciate you, my guy.
I didn't even see all. He
People
got
here,
this
man.
place decorated. Oh, that was for Valentine's Day.
Stuff.
Oh.
No, that was Super Bowl.
Oh, Super Bowl.
We still got Super Bowl stuff in here and all
Yeah,
that stuff. We
yeah,
got
yeah.
Jello shots and
That's
shit.
right.
But anyway,
Because we have a local that actually was on the winning team.
Shouts out to Pacheco.
yeah. Anyway,
Yo, the shade.
anyway, appreciate you guys in the building. But we used to do this thing called kind of like a last call, last talk. So I was thinking today, man, when I was coming over here and leaving work and all that stuff. I was thinking, man, like sometimes people lose being consistent, right? Consistent on your commitments, right? So I challenge you guys. I challenge my boys. I challenge the people that are listening. I challenge the people that's going to see it later on. Be consistent on your commitments. Whatever your commitment was at the beginning of the year or right now or yesterday, be consistent on that commitment. If you're trying to lose weight and trying to get in the gym, or you're trying to become an artist or whatever, be consistent on your commitment. If you're committed to do it, don't slack off. Because soon as you slack off, it's easy to slack off. It's easy work to slack off.
Easy work.
Easy work. But just be committed to
the
your
process.
commitments, to the process of doing it. And it will work. It will work.
That's funny you say that because I just said something to somebody today, like change, like people always want change, they always want to be better, but to be better, it consists of change. Change consists of dealing with some stuff that you haven't dealt with before, overcoming things that you haven't overcome before.
Yeah.
So it's going to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
People naturally don't like
Yeah.
uncomfortableness.
You have to become, you have to be become comfortable being uncomfortable. You just have to be. If
You
you're,
can't grow without being uncomfortable.
you can't grow. Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? We do this at times because we're not comfortable at times doing this. But in order to get better at this, right? We have to be in uncomfortable spaces to get better at it. Period. That's anything in life. If you want to get better at it, be comfortable being in uncomfortable situations. Be consistent with your commitments. Be willing to work and put in the work. And reap the benefits of your work. Period. Challenge y'all, man. Challenge.
Challenge!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrong song about it. Like a hit,
Here
here you
you
go.
But that's it for me, man.
And on that note,
We out. We out.
Peace, peace, peace.
thanks for
Appreciate y'all
thanks
for
watching
tuning in.
us. Definitely.
Continue to get better.
Reed says she's feeling attacked right now, Troy.
Why you feeling tired?
She's feeling attacked because I guess she's not committing. She heard what you said.
There you go. Get on it.
Yeah,
Get on
that's what
it.
we need.
Stop bullshit. Get on it. Let's go.
Yeah.